guy sitting in a dark room that smells like bad cucumbers.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Inconceivable!
Now featuring 11 listeners.
This is the Unique Geek.
You slimy scumbag, get on your face and give me 25.
This is the Unique Geek.
And welcome to another edition of 50 Days of Dragon Con, mate. And joining me, as always, is a little ass Lee. Look, I try to theme everything. I try to theme the intros, everything.
I understand, Governor, and that's great. Okay, so.
All right, we're done. See ya. That's it. We've officially ended the podcast. Goodbye.
We're all done now. All done. That's good. John, we had
Yes.
a Dragon Con directors meeting yesterday,
I understand that you did.
and it was a very information-packed meeting. So, the first thing I want to say, and we are recording this on Sunday, the 22nd.
Yes.
It will be, there is this coming week, the week of the 23rd through the whatever it'll be, 28th. There is a Dragon Con Town Hall. I forgot to look up exactly the date, but I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. But I got to go look. And that will be that'll be the last town hall before Dragon Con. It's going to give a lot of information. So if you're concerned or you have some questions and you want to do that, this is a great place to go. I want to say something that the director, one of the co-chairs said, this is Rachel, said yesterday, and that this will be a show unlike any other.
She was referring to this show, right?
She is referring, yes, no. She is referring to Dragon Con's 2021 show. So, as John and I have both been saying from day one, patience, flexibility, and politeness. Those, if I could think of flexibility starting with the PH instead of an F. Patience, politeness, and flexibility. Flexibility, however you want to do that. Because that's going to be the thing. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. Con is going forward. Con will be half attendance, 50% of what our maximum was in 2019. Vendors and artists will be at about 2/3 attendance. And so be prepared for all of that. That's going to mean, and it's kind of the law of math, kind of law of averages here. Since we're going to have half of the people, we don't believe that we'll have to hold people up from going in the art show or the Walk of Fame or whatever. That may happen though. You know, if all of a sudden everybody goes to the vendor or the vendors hall, everybody pushes towards that. They're really working to keep the vendors apart and to keep the people apart. We're doing as much as we can. Masks are not, they are not voluntary. That is a City of Atlanta rule. There is a mask mandate in the City of Atlanta, and all those hotels are City of Atlanta. The only people that will get a mask exemption are those with a form from a medical doctor.
And as we talked to Todd, you have to go to disability services to get that.
And yes. And so if you just show up at somebody saying, oh, I can't wear a mask, did you go to disability services? If I look at your badge and I don't see the disability services sticker, and then when I turn it over, what accommodation you need, I'm not going to let you in the room without a mask.
Yeah. And Todd, because they really don't want to obviously give any information out in advance as far as this, they do have an easy way to, disability services has said that they have an easy way to confirm that.
Yes.
Just looking at your badge, they'll know.
Yeah, that we'll know if you have gone to disability services from the front of your badge. I'm going to know immediately.
So they're taking this very seriously is the point.
And we are taking it very, very seriously. You will have to show proof of vaccination or a negative test 3 days prior to con starting to pick up your badge along with your ID. We are greatly encouraging everyone, and that does include children, to wear a mask. Again, remember, if the child is 7 or over, needs a needs a membership, not tickets, membership. So you got that. And also, if somebody
Well,
says,
you're not just encouraging them to wear a mask; they have to wear a mask.
well, they have to wear a mask. Some people have been asking about, should kids wear masks? Yes.
Gotcha.
Everybody should wear a mask.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing, see, and you got my mind off it. If you go there to pick up your badge without a vaccination card because you're medically exempt or not wearing a mask, they're going to tell you, and you say, "Oh, I'm exempt. I've got a medical exemption from vaccines and masks." They're going to let you know they will not register you. You need to go talk to registration services. And that's going to be required. Registration services and registration are disability services and registration. I don't know why I said registration and registration. Both of those are working together because disability services has always been able to help someone get their original badge, and they will still be doing that. So there's that. I know some other things. Everybody's kind of wondering, how can I see the most content? And what if I just don't want to be in that big ballroom, or I don't get in that big ballroom? Because those big ballrooms are going to be 2/3 smaller. We might have the guests, but we're going to be 2/3 smaller in those rooms. And if that's the case, the best idea right now is to go on and buy a streaming membership. They're $10. You can buy them right now, and it's pretty much almost already access. So that'll be great. So yes, buy a streaming service membership. The virtual marketplace, what we started in DragonCon Goes Virtual 2020, is still going to be back. We're going to be doing that with Eventany. I've always called it Eventany, but it's Eventany. It's got a little in there. They're going to do that. Approximately 200 vendors will be in the vendor hall and on Eventany. So that's great. You registered on Eventany, folks, so that's how you can get there. That's going to open at con, and that marketplace will stay open until the Friday after con.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, so you have a little more time to shop and do that. And the greatest idea, if you can, do your best if you can to go through Eventany. Go through the virtual marketplace. Let's just call it that. It's a lot faster. Do that. So there's that. The other thing, remember, whatever you hear on social media, unless it comes from the official DragonCon spokesperson, and you'll know because they'll say, don't believe it. Don't matter what it is. Don't believe it because it's not going to be the case. So yes, social media can give you incorrect information. Is anybody surprised by this?
And as we've always said too, which is that even we are not the we are not the final arbitrators of any of this. So again, what we're telling you is what we try to make sure it's vetted properly. Yeah. But again, A, can change, and B, should always go to the official DragonCon Facebook page or even dragoncon.com/updates or something like that.
On
the actual.
On 8/17, there's updates about the con requirements and what that's going to mean as a vaccine, and all of this stuff is now on there. That is the best place to get your updated information. There's FAQs. They're adding to those as you go down to the bottom of the document. So keep looking for it, and do look at the FAQs before you ask a question because it will be there. Best idea is also for the most up-to-date information at DragonCon is set up. Go to the DragonCon Twitter. Set up your DragonCon Twitter. So that's good.
Sarah,
hold on a second, Sarah. I got you.
Okay.
Hold on. So, and That's really good. The other thing I want to say, hold on. It was right here. Voting. It's the 6th annual DragonCon Award. That voting's going on now. Go vote. And all you got to do is give me an email.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get spam. You don't get a lot of stuff like that. You got to sign up on purpose for that. So, but there are a lot of great authors. There are great. I don't know that there's a podcast in there, although there doesn't need to be either. But there's lots of stuff in there. Go vote. I haven't voted yet. That's why I can't tell you what all's in there. So there'll be that. They are serious, folks, about this mask mandate. Okay? If you try to go into a track room or a ballroom or a public DragonCon space, and remember, DragonCon's a private event. So if you're there for DragonCon, they're going to you got to have a mask. Don't care if you're in the Pulse bar talking to people or walking to Starbucks. If you are inside one of those, one of our convention spaces, put your mask on. And that's, again, a City of Atlanta rule. So don't say, well, those SEC players aren't wearing masks. If you see somebody and you're like, I don't know why they aren't, you've got safety and security hotel people. And those are actual hotels, right? You can go to the front desk and say, hey, I see a big group of people over there. None of them are wearing a mask. I just wanted to let you guys know, because that's a City of Atlanta rule, and people can get, businesses can get fined. If we say a room is full, a room is full. There will be no standing room only in the rooms. I know a lot of people are also asking questions about how are you going to do Q&A with microphones. There have been some suggestions and some discussions going on. Be a little patient. That will come out, but we are doing everything possible to keep everyone as safe as possible. Now, can you bring up Sarah Rose's question, John?
I'm curious what's happening with costumes masks. Dan Carroll said another DragonCon podcast last week that costumers doing things like Stormtroopers and Spider-Man don't have to wear CDC compliant ones, but the website does not reflect that.
That was an oops from Dan. He that actually was discussed about. They sent a please next podcast tell people that was an oops. If you are in a mask, if you are in a costuming mask, you should be wearing your own little cotton mask under that. If that's a disposable one, because that mask is already hot and you're already going to be sweating, so you want to use a disposable, we don't care. But you better have a mask on under that costuming mask. I don't care if you're a stormtrooper. I don't care. I'm trying to think of who else is in masks. I don't care.
Well, pretty much every superhero out there. Spider-Man was one she pointed out, but yeah.
Spider-Man. Don't care if he's Spider-Man. Don't. Spider-Man, even right now, Spider-Man would be wearing a mask. He'd figure a way out, folks.
Yeah, he's already had enough mutations. He doesn't need another one.
That's exactly right. He's already got bitten. We don't want any more mutations there. So, yes. Under those, you should be wearing a mask. Okay. Spider-Man, I'm sorry, that might make it a little lumpy under there. Maybe you can figure out a way to do it like, I don't know, safety pins and attach it to your face.
Incorporate it into your,
incorporate it into your costume. And I know a lot of people are incorporating them because I've seen the Etsy stores and I've seen the costumers talking about it. And they're like, I'm just going to make my mask part of my costume. I'm going to put a big Sailor Moon sign on it. Or there's so many, I can't even, they're going to put their something fandom on it. So that's really good. That's the biggest thing we want to talk about. And John and I will talk about this even more. But do remember that cosplay is not consent. Being near somebody is not consent. If they don't say, if you don't ask and if you ask and they say no, that's no. If you don't ask and you do it, no, you don't do that. So don't be, and I am sorry, parents, if you're listening with your kids, but I'm keeping this PG-13, so there are certain words I can say. do not be an asshole about this. There's been we all want to have fun. We all are ready to have fun and see our friends. But you know what? Be not the one. Be not a jerk. Just don't. And John, you always say this a little better than I do, so go for it.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh,
Just be nice. Just be nice.
Just be nice. And again, what I just said: patience, politeness, and flexibility. Just make that with a PH. So there's that. I would say, especially, I'm just thinking about Deadpool. I have just got these images in my head of the Deadpools and how they're going to have masks. Because I just see masked Deadpool, which would just be Deadpool mask with the mask over it. And then you're welcome, Sarah Rose. Sarah said, thanks for the clarification. Thanks, Sarah Rose. I'm glad we did it. And the only reason I know it's a clarification is because it was said yesterday in the meeting. And perfectly fine to say about, what was I say? Oh, Deadpool. I have this feeling, John, that the Deadpools will all of a sudden, there will be a Deadpool who is wearing a mask over his Deadpool mask. And then we'll be wearing nothing else of the Deadpool outfit except for like masks around the naughty bits. Would that not be very Deadpool?
Sure. Anything's really, I mean, when you think about it, anything's really Deadpool.
Anything is really Deadpool. And I can't wait to see the dancing Deadpools or dance with the Deadpools when I help y'all get all in line for the parade. I am so excited. I can't stand it. One other thing, really quick. I know this was so much stuff. One other thing. There are going to be merchandise. There are going to be Dragon Con stores there. They are, again, going to try to social distance. Buy it online if you can. If you can't and you need it right now, if they tell you the line's cut off, it's cut off for right then. Go do something else and come back, because we will not be shrimp like all mushed together. But John, yes, you were about to say something, because I had a question, John.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I know you are not a huge British TV fan. You like some.
Okay. Well, I'm not of the biggest thing that is usually
like
associated
Dwarf,
with
right?
Huh?
You like Red Dwarf and Hitchhiker.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
there's just one of the things that I do not like, that I don't get into. Let's put it that way. It's not that I don't like it. Just I don't get into it.
That is.
Do you want to have a throwdown now?
No, I'm just saying thank you for your clarification, because I was wondering as I had that Deadpool thought, how would Red Dwarf incorporate masks? And how terrible would that be?
I don't know, but I think there might be an expert outside. Hold on. Let me look.
Really?
Someone's at the door. Let it get it.
Hey, get him.
Hey, Caro.
Hey, it's Caro from BritTrack. Yeah, Caro, Red Dwarf wouldn't really have a problem, right, with the mask?
I don't know. You might have to offer them curry or something in order to get them to put it on. No,
I bet even K9 would wear a cute little mask.
Probably. Hi, Sarah. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, our fans are great. I don't think that that we're gonna have a lot of
You're gonna be
concerns. I'm excited. I'm excited to see everybody's cool, neat, like nerdy masks.
I can't wait. Yes.
And then just ask them like, hey, where'd you get that?
And people like had light up masks yesterday. I didn't know you could get those.
With like some sort of like message scrolling across it. That was pretty cool.
Yes. Those were awesome. So yeah, I think they're going to be a lot of, and again, yes, I agree with you. I think that we have the most wonderful group of people ever. And I really don't believe these things will happen, but I'm giving you warning now, because I'm a mom. And there's a reason we tell you don't climb higher in the tree than like 6 feet, because otherwise when you fall down, you're not just going to break your arm, you're going to break your collarbone. And that's why moms are always much more careful about certain things. And we're always front loading information. But Caro, what is BritTrack? It is British Media BritTrack, right?
No, we're just BritTrack. So yeah, so we've done away with that full, long, very wordy title. Um, so we've been around at the convention for almost 30 years, and we are the fan track that covers anything that was made, produced, created in the United Kingdom. And so, any titles that are film, television, we also cover pop culture stuff, as well as history, historical film. We even have a new wave panel because it's the anniversary of new wave music, for example. So we tend to cover pretty much everything that you can think of related to the UK as far as content. So
that is very, very cool. And I know you guys do stuff like every night. I can't even keep up with everything. And by the way, the app is is up and going to be updated a lot. So, but yeah, what's going on with you? You guys have like a party life, and I don't understand this. I gotta sleep.
Right. We so we do stuff almost every single night. We're considered a running into the late nights track in early wee mornings. We kind of only close for maybe like 4 to 5 hours. So there's always something going on. Down in the Hilton Galleria 5 is where we're located in the bowels. And
in the bowels
in the basement.
That happens.
But it's a fun place. We're right next door to digital media, which is always really fun. They're a great group. And so like starting Thursday, for example, we have BritTrack related team trivia. So that's going to be on Thursday starting at 7 p.m. We've never really done Thursday programming before, so this is our first foray into that. So we're hoping people will come out to that. As far as like during the convention weekend on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday night, we have the 40th anniversary of the Weakest Link. So we're going to actually do the game show.
Oh, wow. Cool. Yeah.
So that'll be really fun. That's at 8:30 in our track room, Galleria 5 at the Hilton. And we've been doing it for, God, I don't even know, since I took over being director, like maybe 18 years ago. And the Monty Python experience, which is always really fun. Sing-alongs. It's very silly. It's lots of skits. That's in the Marriott, tentatively scheduled, A601, A602.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Sorry. That's pretty much the only Monty Python I can do all the way through, though.
Right. So we've had some interesting stuff. We do sing, we of course sing songs. We yell spam a lot randomly. We people show up in costume. It's a ton of fun. And my favorite is the argument sketch. So that one every year is just
all I can think of is coconuts right now. Right. I'm sorry. There has to be somebody who is going to be that.
Every year there's at least like 5 or 6 people in the crowd.
Excellent.
It's lots of fun.
Excellent. Perfect. Yes.
Okay. We are bringing back Whose Line, and we're doing it unplugged this year, which means that it's a mature audience panel at 11:30 p.m. So seats are limited. We're only at a certain capacity because of COVID guidance. So just keep that in mind. I know that our Whose Line panel tends to get cut off pretty early and fill up very quickly. So we are doing that again. So we're super excited about that for Friday night. And then Saturday night, I didn't think 6 or 7 years ago when we started doing this, it would be as popular as it is. But we do a Vogon poetry slam every year. And thanks, Zane. And it is the best. If you don't know what a Vogon is, you need to become familiar with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and grab your towels and show up at our Vogon Poetry Slam. It's a lot of fun. It's very painful for me because I'm one of the judges along with a few other people. Last year when we did it virtually, we had puppets and we did a whole live puppet Vogon Poetry Slam thing. So that's on our YouTube channel.
I love it.
Go back and see it.
Vogon Poetry. Golly gee gosh darn. It's known across the universe, folks. If you don't know it, John, you even know what Vogon Poetry.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm a proper nerd. I have read Douglas Adams.
Yes, I am a proper nerd. I have the really big books. Well, now I have it as the compendium. Now you talked about trivia on Thursday night. Is it all British media, or are you gonna do like certain different groups?
So each question for BritTrack trivia is catered to a specific, like either genre or TV show or something like that. So it's not all Doctor Who. That's not the only thing we cover. We get that a lot.
Which is the one thing that I don't get into. That's what we were alluding to earlier. Is that I've just never been able to get into Doctor Who.
Yeah.
As a anyway, go on. It's not all Doctor Who.
You're wrong. It's okay.
I'm patting your head. I'm patting your head, John. It's
okay. It's okay. And to each their own, but you know, it's a lot of fun. The trivia night on Thursday night. And you know, we really enjoy it. So it's typical, you know, pub trivia format. As far as like you get a team and you
do have a team, so that would be great. So you could have a Bogon poetry expert, a TARDIS expert, or a Dalek expert, and then somebody with
just somebody who's British. Could cover all bases.
Cover it all. Cover all your bases. Find friends who love all of British media.
And then let's see. Another thing that's going to be really funny and fun. And John, you should actually go to this because then you might be interested in Doctor. we have a classic table reading of a classic series, what's considered the worst episode of Doctor Who ever made, called "The Horns of Nimon," where we're gonna read through it.
Who was a doctor at that time?
Oh my god, I don't remember. This is not my foray is classic Who, so that's showing my weakness. But
what is it called again? The
Horns of Nimon. It's considered the worst episode of Doctor Who ever made. So we're
how can that be considered? Oh wow, that must be really really bad.
It's really bad.
Looks. Let's see, a 17th season.
That is, I want to say it's Davidson, but I could be wrong.
Right. Well, and that's what's so great about Dragon Con, and that's what's so great about multi-fandom things.
There's only like 700 something episodes,
Yeah. There's only like a gajillion Doctor Who's that you gotta look for.
It was Tom Baker.
Oh, it's Tom Baker. There you go. I was wrong.
No,
Tom Baker episode.
I was talking to somebody. So Tom Baker is the one with the multicolored scarf?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, I don't know classic Who either. My first Doctor was the 11th Doctor, and bow ties are not cool.
Yeah, they were yelling at us. It was a fourth Doctor. It's a fourth Doctor. Everyone's yelling at us in the chat.
I know. And I feel
God, how do you guys not know that?
Yelling off the top of my head. That was. I feel like I was like quizzed just then. I know the Doctors. I'm familiar with it. I've seen the episodes. It's just been a number of years.
Well, it's also like when people go, all right, now you remember that episode? It was episode in season 4, episode 9. I'm like, okay, no, I don't do it by that. I need give me just a tiny little synopsis, and then I get right, because that's me. But that's what I love about BritTrack and so much else is that there's always something for somebody, and sometimes that something is going and listening to somebody do the worst Doctor Who episode, doing all these people doing the worst Doctor Who episode, and people on the chat are saying that the 300 foot scarf.
It's a Doctor with a 300 foot, 300 yard.
And the fourth Doctor is the best Doctor.
Yeah.
So, okay. I'm not getting in Doctor Wars.
That's fine words. We don't get into Doctor Wars.
I am not getting into Doctor or companion.
Have you thought about have you had a panel where you just
no
do a panel of
being alive,
a bracket? Okay.
John, you just
I like being alive and not having food thrown at me, so we don't even.
John just is like a big spoon trying to get everybody
up,
all riled up. Sometimes.
So, but that's one of the things we're doing. We're doing this really great table read. It's gonna be a lot of fun. There'll be an opportunity for audience members to like pick up part of a script and also participate in it. So it's gonna be pretty fun. We haven't done it in a long time, or a table reading kind of format. So we're really excited about that one. And it's again, Saturday at 11:30 in our room.
Say that again. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
It's Saturday 11:30 in our room is when that panel is.
Okay. So just FYI, if somebody is selected to do this reading and you do all your lines, like Captain Kirk, I will buy
You're-
you a free whatever you want from Starbucks.
Oh,
And
oh,
just say,
great.
you gotta come and tell me, and I will check with Caro before I get you the Starbucks. But if somebody does it, or you can even like have somebody record it for a minute or two of you doing it and bring it to me, I will. The person doing that way will get free something from me from Starbucks.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be hilarious. So I'm just interested to see what's going to happen with that one. We also have on Sunday night, we're doing our new, like, I think this is like our second or third time that we've done our Royal Sing Along. And it's a lot of fun. And one of our staff members dressed up like the Queen, and it's hilarious.
What
But
are
we're
you
doing
doing during this?
so we call it, we've titled it Her Majesty's Royal Sing Along 50 Years of Queen and the Rolling Stones. So we play Queen, we play the Rolling Stones, we sing songs, we just enjoy and celebrate it. A little bit of discussion in between here and there, but mostly singing and upsetting our neighbors. But that one is Sunday at 7 p.m. and it is a packed house again. That panel, all the seats are gone super fast. So,
and remember, we're at 2/3 capacity, so
Then we're at 2/3 capacity. Yes.
so I'm curious as to
now
how many it's going to be.
you mentioned that you're next door to digital media, which means they're usually trying to record something.
Yeah.
So you're singing, I'm sure, thrills them to no end.
Yeah.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. We usually at some point we'll have, a very quiet panel, and then they'll be loud, and then the next panel will turn off. So we kind of just politely are just like, sorry in advance.
Sorry. Forgive us. Yeah.
So,
I am actually surprised you don't have any of the Clash during that Queen's Royal Jubilee thing, but okay. It's all right.
yeah, well, we did it because it's 50 years of both Queen and Rolling Stone, so we wanted to kind of
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, 50 years.
No.
Yeah, Lee.
Oh.
Let that sink in for just a little bit. While she does that, while she panics, what do you call it? Somebody just has something.
But yeah, no, we also have Sunday night our Doctor Who ball, which is huge.
Yes.
It's a big party, and our DJ Black Sunshine is coming back again. We're super excited to have him.
He's so wonderful, isn't he? Oh, we
He's
love him.
so good, and it's a very I want to say, like, it's not like a rave. We have a lot of different styles of music. It's funny, and
Yes.
it's so much fun, and people really, really enjoy it. And that's it's the same place, which is fortunate, tentatively scheduled for the Grand Ballroom in the Hilton at 10 p.m. And we announce our costume contest winners, which we are doing this year, a virtual competition as well as in person judging. So that's something to be on the lookout for. It's called our Pageant of Rassilon, named after a Doctor Who specific character. So, but it's a lot of fun, and we announced our winners at 11:30 during the ball. And the costuming is amazing when people come out to our party. It's incredible, and
It is amazing how much work goes into those costumes and how absolutely stunning and awesome they are. I'm always amazed. Yes, always.
We're super excited about all of our programming. We're covering so much. It's ridiculous. And we're working with like 4 or 5 different tracks to do cross-track programming. So plus virtual.
Plus what?
Plus virtual releasing of panels on YouTube.
Did we mention this or no? Not. I don't remember if it was before we started the broadcast or not. You're putting your virtual panels on in time to when the room is being cleaned, correct? Yeah.
So
I don't remember if we said that here before.
Yeah, we hadn't.
So we have, I think, 9 pre-recorded panels of content. So that'll be, I think, around 5:30 is when our track room gets cleaned. So if we're not doing a dual program in another, hotel with another track at that time, we've put a panel to be released through, it's a pre-recorded panel released on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So we'll go live at that time so people can check it out and have something. If they're just dedicated Brit trackers, you'll have content.
Do you have that listed in the? I could look, but I'm just going to ask. Do you have that listed in the app as virtual only?
Yep.
Go to this. Okay, cool. So then
Now-
you can see what it is. Hey.
Now that brings up something that Zan said earlier. Now that the app is out, can we talk about how to find the streaming content from within the app? It is marked separately. Does anybody know how to do that?
I'm looking. Keep talking.
For as much as I have complained about about the app not being updated, I never went and looked
It's
at the app
updated.
once it was.
I'm gonna look right now.
I think, like for us, for example, we put in the URL link
Okay.
in there so that when you load the virtual panel and it says virtual on it, there should be a link that's there that you can either copy and paste. I don't know if it actually is an active link or not in the app currently, but
Okay.
I don't know how they're going to be.
I do know that they have different like room numbers associated with them, like it's YouTube, like YT, track YT or something like that, meaning YouTube or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. YT is YouTube. FBL is Facebook Live. And I think those are the only two outside of the streaming service options for viewing. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's only those two are offered. But don't take my word on that. But it should be listed under next to where it says room, it'll say virtual and it'll say where it's going to be loaded at.
Sarah Rose apparently wants Saturday at 7 p.m. tentatively. From past to present, a discovery of witches fan panel.
She's on that panel with us right there, Rose. Woo!
Be there, be square.
Rose. Awesome. You love self-promotion of your own panels.
Right.
She was also promoting his Dark Materials panel on Friday at 1 p.m. at the Hilton Galleria 5.
Again, go see that one if you have been watching his Dark Materials. Sarah Rose, I got to catch up on his Dark Materials on HBO Max because there is so much content. And Eternal Zan just sent me that the streaming is STRM_CH2 is on the streaming app channel 2. So that will be when you have your streaming service where it is. And then, YTTC is the track's YouTube platform. Twitch is the media, and Facebook Live on the track's Facebook channel. So you got that. I'm also trying to look up, I just did a very quick search on this and said virtual. And I actually have a filter, which I didn't mean to have. So I'm clearing it. Yes, I want to clear my selections. But it does look like if you search for virtual, they actually show up. So if you pull up the events going on and pull up virtual, oh boy, there's a lot. I'm just gonna say, So you got events in here. So do it that way. So
now
that's
you also have some guests coming this year, correct?
Oh,
Some
yeah.
media guests.
you do.
Just a couple.
People.
Just a couple.
Important people. So we have Billy Piper coming. So we are fortunate enough to have her as for a panel, and we're so excited. I think I freaked out completely, just like the entire internet did, when we found out that we had Christopher Eccleston coming. Because he is a doctor and he hasn't done cons in a really long time, or if ever. And tentatively we're crossing our fingers, that they're going to make it to the show. And so it's going to be great. Unfortunately, on the cancellations list, Alex Kingston canceled, so she's been listed as canceled and on the website. So but we're really excited to even have guests. It's pretty great. I remember 20 years ago when I started on the track, we didn't have a guest for the first 5 years I was on staff. So we're just super grateful to have anybody, at all. And
That's wonderful. Yeah.
we feel so blessed. Can't even tell you. It's wonderful.
And it's wonderful. And one thing I just looked it up is Eccleston is on Sunday at 5 p.m. So if he can come right now, we we are sending all the positive energy towards him to be able to send. And I am sorry that Sweetie is not going to be there. I love Alex Kingston. She is one of my favorite characters that I've been watching. And
Yeah, we've had her before. She's been fantastic. She's been absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
Billy Piper's come before, and they're just delightful. They're absolutely amazing guests, and our Brits are great. Like every panel, they're just the super most friendly people in the world. And
I actually got to meet Capaldi, and he is so nice. He's so nice, and oh my, so very, very tall.
yes,
Very, very, very tall, which I did not realize. So yeah, that's all. I love everybody who lets their hair go the natural gray. John, how about you?
Well,
Not listening.
I like a natural gray. I don't mind.
Okay,
Why
but you
would
don't
I-
have any, right?
You're
I can
literally
I can
other than
see
I trimmed down my beard yesterday. It's all gray. I am,
I was
and what hair is left is being hidden up here. So
Yes,
no,
that's exactly why you're doing
okay.
that. We know.
it's funny.
So that is cool. So yeah, so you've got some guests, and that'll be great. That'll be fun. And you go, folks. What did I say early on? This is a show unlike any other, as we heard from Rachel, one of the co-chairs yesterday. And you got to go with the flow. And we are all going to be so happy to see each other. I can't stand it. Even if all I can do is fist bump and just squee under my mask to see you, I cannot wait. I bet you're the same way, Caro.
Oh yeah, big time. I'm so excited. I'm just excited to be in a room, to be around people, doing like Dragon Con from this room.
Yeah. It's very
This
different.
last year was really, really hard and very sad and emotional. And I know I'm probably going to cry the minute we walk in to go set up the room, just because I'm a softie in that way. But I'm just so excited to just be, even though we have something, and that's what is wonderful. Last year was great. I learned a lot about technology. We even have a Discord channel, which I was excited about.
Discord 101, Discord for dummies, and I was the dummy.
Yeah, same. So I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun, and we expanded our social media. Like we weren't really on Instagram, and we are now. And we were we had a Twitter, but wasn't as active in using it. And our Facebook group is probably our largest, and we have like 3,600, I think, members in our Facebook group.
Wow,
which is kind of bananas for a fan track.
That's a lot. Well, there's so much in. Again, as you said, there's so much in BritTrack. I'm hitting off the top of my head. It was funny because I keep trying to show off fandom stuff, and I was like, "What? I don't have any. I have Monty Python movies. I have Monty Python movies. I have Red Dwarf. I have some other things, but I don't have any like this was as close as I could come to really, really that, and that's Albus Dumbledore. I mean, that was as close as I could get to like a fandom item, and so now I'm like, do they have the Red Dwarf ship that I could get as a Funko, or I gotta go start looking for this.
Any of the doctors, you can get a TARDIS one.
Yeah, I do. Oh, we have a Dalek. We have a TARDIS. I have a TARDIS coffee mug, but we also have a Dalek Christmas ornament, which is also great because it's big and red, and it's shiny.
Nice.
Very, very cute. So yeah, I was actually just talking yesterday with somebody, and I was like, yeah, I don't know how you rate companions or all that, but there are certain things that happen that gut you in British, and it doesn't matter whether it's with Doctor Who or anything else. I mean, I would laugh. What does John have? You do? Oh, I need to go. I did not have Monty Python.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I showed a picture of the bunny slippers that are like have blood around the thing, and Mother was like, "Why in the world would you want those?" I was like, "Because that's the evil bunny. That's the bunny. Run away!" And she was like, "I don't understand." I'm like, "I cannot believe you're my mother. Really? How did you raise me as a Monty Python fan. So yeah, so very cool. So go look on the app and go do everything else on the app, and go to BritTrack stuff again. Where are you going to be? Tentatively, where are you going to be?
Tentatively.
Rooms might move. Yeah,
It doesn't happen until after the con. Don't blink, because it's going to
don't blink. Oh, this is a good year for that. Don't blink.
Right. We are in the Hilton, in the Gallery of Five is our track room, but we're actually all over. You know, we do stuff with alternate and historical fiction track, as well as let's see, high fantasy. We're doing panels with them.
Is that from the Dark Materials? Or?
Yeah, historic materials. We're also doing Outlander this year.
Oh.
We got to pick that up, which is pretty cool. Gentleman Jack, we're doing that with alt history, and just a lot of random stuff. Like we cover so much. We do a lot of celebration stuff and a lot of current airing things. So a lot of people are like, "Why don't you have a Red Dwarf panel?" And it's because there's nothing.
We keep hearing there's going to be a Red Dwarf movie or a Red Dwarf reboot. I'm waiting, folks.
Well, the reboot came out. You know, there is a continuation, and but you know, like things like we try to tend to keep as current as possible. So, like Diana Rigg recently passed away, so we are doing an honorary panel for her because she was in the original, Avengers this year, and lots of other things like Big Finish Audios is having a lot of content come out. And then we're doing fun stuff like Terry Pratchett's The Watch and covering that came out, and the works of Neil Gaiman and things like that. So you can find all that stuff on the app as far as our program is concerned. And we're physically located in the Hilton Gallery of Five, which is at the very back of the hotel. You go down the escalators, and we're right next to Digital Media, and we're across this way. I think still, I don't know if they've moved. From Star Trek is right across from us, so we always have line wars.
Well, and this year they're not going to be as many line wars.
I hope so.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't think we're going to have as many issues this year. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
keep it positive.
We're going to be positive. If we have line wars, they're going to be loving line wars.
Yes, kindly excuse me.
Kindly excuse me.
Pardon.
No, all right. So that is so cool. And John has been running it across, but he'll show it again in a minute. But there is the BritTrack Facebook group and their Twitter. And, if you just put BritTrack in your social media, I'm betting you're going to find them.
Is your Instagram handle BritTrack as well?
It is at DC BritTrack.
At DC BritTrack, okay.
Mm-hmm. Somebody stole BritTrack.
They did, actually.
Terrible. We will find you. Just like John is coming for that person who is at uniquegeek.com instead of with the.
There is nobody there. That's the whole point. That's the whole ridiculousness of it. Is that it's never been. It's just always for sale for like $20,000. It's like, yeah, I have.
And
I guess I will never have that URL.
Sure.
Oh well.
Yeah, a URL. We're not doing that one. So
anyway.
Cool. Caro, is there anything special you're doing about charity this year? I know you've done charity. You always do donations and things like that, but I didn't know if you had a plan or something.
Currently, we're just going to be promoting, ways for people to access to donate to Big Brothers Big Sisters, which is personally near and dear to my heart. I think it's a great program, and has done some wonderful things for some people personally in my life. So I think it's going to be awesome. I really want people to go out and donate and get involved with the charity organizations. And I think it's just kind of doing that, just promoting as much as possible on everything. That's true.
And we're going to have a QR code. So it will be paperless, non-touch transactions, which make all of us happy.
Yes.
Because then there's no money to go turn in. So, yeah, everybody's going to have a QR code. Yes. It's going to be all over the place. So, yay. What was that, John?
That's great. That's great news.
It is great news. Yay. And we're talking to charity later this week.
Yep.
Even better great news. All right, John.
So, Caro, what we like to do with our guests at the end of our podcast is to play a game with them. This year, we've been doing various games from Jackbox, mostly Quiplash, but we do mix them in other ones every now and then. Today, we are going to be doing Quiplash. You should see in the private chat the room code there, Caro, for you to join. And once you've joined, I will let the rest of our audience know the code to fill in.
John, I think
well,
this is
go
one
ahead.
of the most that we've had for people watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's all Caro. Caro brings all the viewers to the yard.
It's all BritTrack. It's all those different fandoms, and they can't wait to hear what might be coming out. And they're ready.
What's going on? Number one question I get is, why don't you have this guest? And I say, it's not my department.
Not my department. And again, track directors send in a wish list every year, and we're like, these are the people we'd love to have, and sometimes, often we put reasons. So, you know, we tries as our best. John, how am I supposed to work?
Put in this room code to play. AQBT.
This is adorable, by the way.
It is. John, I can't, press something to start.
Don't worry about that. Lee, I tell you every time. I got it all under control over here.
That's a master plan.
All
But it's
under control.
Pointing at me, and it makes me confused. I don't like it.
We got one more
Oh, you have
spot.
some new names.
Yeah. We got one more spot. We'll hang out there. And then actually, Zan was nice enough to give me some breaking news that I'll talk about while we're waiting for people to enter their answers. So,
Okay, what's the breaking news?
well, I'll look at it in the comments. Or about, I'll take care of it. You concentrate on playing the game. There's 2 prompts, Lee.
There
2.
are 2 prompts in the first question of Quiplash. And
All right,
while
well, wait.
typing accuracy does not count that much,
A
you have
Q-
to be able to understand what you're doing.
Let's see. Read out the code one more time.
And the room code is AQBT.
A, Q, B, T.
I will give it
one more person.
You
just
said what?
one more minute here.
One more person.
One more.
Come on.
Come on. Or else we're gonna just start, and we don't have enough people to make it great and funny.
There we go.
Thanks, Sean.
Is that Sean, right?
I don't know if it's Sean, but hi, Sean.
Okay.
All right, so we'll go ahead and start.
Playing on my phone.
I am too.
Prepare yourself for Quiplash 3.
Oh, yeah.
There will be puns. I'm your host, Schmitty, and this is just a temp gig until I realize I was happy here all along. Oh, yeah, hey, if you're not playing, you can still get in the audience and vote. Put in the room code to join. Ready or not, it's round 1. I'm going to flash 2 prompts on your device.
2, Lee.
Type something
2.
ingenious that will stand up against another player's response. Then everyone will vote for their fave, and one of you will get an ego boost. You get points based on the percentage of people who choose your answer. Off we go.
All right, well, they do that. I'll talk about the stuff that Zan was mentioning earlier. There's some breaking news. Physical merchandise like TVs. Yes, TVs. No, T-shirts have been removed from the Dragon Con store, but you can still buy memberships online. This is normal every year. They need to pack up the merchandise and move to the convention. Buy your memberships now. They will not be available to purchase on site. That is very, very true. That no on-site purchases of memberships at all this year. Jan, I'll also point out when looking at the in the app, there's a way to tell, which we talked about earlier, which was STRM_channel 2 or CH2 is the streaming app. Channel 2 YTTC is a Track's YouTube platform. Twitch is digital media's Twitch channel. FBL is Facebook Live. Blah 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 blah. So it's there. So before you, I guess the the point there is that when you're looking at the app, before you wander over to that tracks room, make sure it's actually in the room and not on the web.
Time's almost up.
'Cause that would be very awkward for everyone.
Like what?
Yeah. And also, as Zan points out, you can buy the $10 membership at dragoncon.com/buy-now. Also, DragonCon TV. Okay, you guys just waiting on me?
Moderation is finished.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
will dive back in head first. Darn it.
Okay, looks fine, I think.
Okay, let's see what you've wrought. How about we start with
The Shakespeare play nobody bothered to write down. The Janitor of Verona or Cats versus Dogs. The Shakespeare play nobody bothered to write down. The Janitor of Verona or Cats versus Dogs. This is everyone's playing. Vote now.
Vote, 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 vote. And audience vote too, because that gives extra points.
The Janitor of Verona almost got 100%. Almost.
next up.
Blank, a verb of acting. The verb, the act of waiting hours and. Let's try this again. Blank, verb, the act of waiting hours in advance for a panel. Alton Browning or internally crying? The two possible answers are Alton Browning or internally crying. The act of waiting hours in advance for a panel. By the way, you can't wait hours in advance.
No,
the line does not form.
And that's why we're talking about line. Those are both
And
awesome.
the audience,
Yeah, I thought I was funny to me. That was pretty good, Chris.
Alton
And
Browning
next.
wins.
I like them both. I did.
What is an unethical way to get into the panel? We've heard this one before.
For the one you like best.
Run like Juggernaut or by bribing the room person with pie? An unethical way to get into a panel. Run like Juggernaut or by bribing the room person with
I feel
pie?
like there's a debate here.
And by the way, don't do either one.
Yeah, I don't
Although,
Well, I mean,
you
you can give them pie.
can give them different rivals.
Ooh, Sarah wins that one with bribing the room
Let's see
person
the
with
next
pie.
one.
Seems like she might have done that before. To decompress after DragonCon, Eddie McClintock hosts Blank from his front porch. To decompress after DragonCon, Eddie McClintock hosts Blank from his front porch. The Hidden Tales of Warehouse 13, 14, and 15, or 13 Tea Parties.
I mean, tea parties.
We love Eddie. We're so excited to see him. We
The
can't
Hidden
wait.
Tales of Warehouse 13, 14, and 15, or 13 Tea Parties. Ooh,
Woo!
literally split the room. 50-50.
Awesome.
Wow. Good
Next
job.
on the docket.
A fun name for DragonCon elevators.
Never
The Never Come Box or
Dragon Wings.
Dragon Wings. A fun name for DragonCon elevators. The Never Come Box or Dragon Wings.
Does everybody else do the same thing as I do when I'm waiting on an elevator? Which is
The Never Come Box gets a super whiplash. That was Lee.
that was me, the never come back.
You're good.
I'm
And
sorry.
next
The other
is-
one was
Sorry.
funny.
What is what is the theme of the surprise rebranding of DragonCon? Water breathing dragons. That's actually supposed to be water breathing dragons, or pie. Water breathing dragons or pie. Zan. Oh well, the person who wrote that pointed out that it accidentally cut it off before. It's a problem. So, as soon as you hit enter, as soon as you hit enter, thinking that you're typing, it sends it.
Yeah.
Pie wins.
Sarah Rose seems to like pie. I mean, I'm
Next.
guessing we're talking lemon meringue or what?
Worst thing to ask a track director 50 days before Dragon Con. Will the schedule be ready today or tomorrow? Or is the app out yet? Worst thing to ask a track director.
Isn't it the same thing?
No, because see, they want to see the schedule before the app. So I sometimes have people email me and say, "Can you just share your schedule?" No, wait for the app.
Oh, I could, but I won't.
I hear your argument. This got my point.
There you go. That's right.
We got a super quiplash with will the schedule be ready today or tomorrow?
Sorry for other person because that's fun. That drives us crazy.
The Pope's favorite Dragon Con attraction.
Gets real.
The
favorite.
The FedEx guy John Standee or the Cult of the Carpet. The Pope's favorite attraction at Dragon Con is the FedEx guy John Standee or the Cult of the Carpet.
I just cannot wait to see what this year it's going to be.
Yeah, what will this year rot?
Yes, because it will.
Dang it, Sean.
Sean wins with the Cult of the Carpet.
Yours was very good. Yes, it was.
I took a locket of round one's hair to remember it by. Let's look at the scores.
We're like 0. Hey, 620.
Leah's winning.
Yeah, that won't last long.
All right, so
Round 2 is here, and the points are doubled, so stop talking about round 1 already.
all right, if you're playing, look at your device there. In the meantime, Sarah Rose wants us to know that her favorite pie is cherry pie. Let's see. Rob points out schedules are not done till the first day of con.
Schedules aren't done until
the
Tuesday.
last day of con, until the Tuesday after con. And this is, I believe, Rob's guess at what the cult will be this year.
Mm-hmm.
The cult will be closed for cleaning. Azan also points out, as of this writing, or as of me reading this, let's just say Sunday at, what is it, the 22nd today? Yeah, 22nd. You can still buy 5-day memberships online and single-day memberships for every day, like, of course, except for Saturday, which they haven't sold at all this year. So,
and I will say also about that is there is a very limited number of memberships available.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you want to buy a membership, buy now.
Yeah.
Because it may not be available at the door. So
Well, they said they're not selling any at the door, so it doesn't. Did they?
Time's almost up. Hurry.
no, I
I
don't.
thought there were no sales at the door. Period. We'll have to double check that.
I will double check that. I know there's no Saturday sales at the door.
Well, there's no Saturday sales. Period.
Period. Right.
Only. Yeah.
Right. That is very true.
Oh no.
Oh, mine got cut off.
Oh no.
While we wait for moderation, just
I'm gonna write
congrats
it. I'll write
yourself
my.
for actually finishing something.
I
And
couldn't
now
think of the
it
first one. It was too
begins.
hard.
Let's set it off with
The most regretful $30 spent at Dragon Con. Both basically the same thing. The pizza from Papa John's or one slice of extra greasy pizza. Most regretful $30 spent at Dragon Con. The pizza from Papa John's or one slice of extra greasy pizza.
Basically the same thing.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
Sort of.
Just what your preference of phrasing is.
Man.
Yeah, I was typing out that one. That one took me forever. I'm like, what do I regret spending money on? I don't even know.
I like that one. Good. Yeah.
Can I have put nothing?
The surprisingly popular cosplay. Deadpool Eddie Munster or Scarlett O'Hara's
Scarlett O'Hara, Scarlett with
MC carpet dress. Well, with the Marriott carpet dress. Scarlett O'Hara's.
Scarpet O'Hara.
Oh, Scarpet O'Hara. Oh, that makes a lot more sense when I read it properly.
Yes.
Scarpet O'Hara. The Scarlet with a Marriott carpet dress.
There you go. I like Deadpool eating
Moving
Monster
right
Tea. I hope
along.
I see it.
Yeah. Same.
Best use of downtime at con: eating lunch out of a can or making pie. Best use of downtime at con: eating lunch out of a can or making pie.
And Sarah Rose,
Maybe a
I want some cherry pie. You better be bringing me some cherry pie because now I like
Blackberry.
or blackberry or lemon. I like peach.
Banana cream.
Oh,
Or
cream. Oh yeah.
Making pie wins.
peach.
Oh, banana.
Oh,
cream.
Sean. So it wasn't even
Check this out.
It's my arch enemy, Sean.
Argent.
the weirdest thing to happen at midnight during Dragon Con.
Everybody, pick your favorite quip.
Ceremonial initiation into the carpet cult, or an actual werewolf is found playing werewolf.
No
weirdest thing
werewolf
to,
on the floor.
weirdest thing to happen at midnight during Dragon Con: a ceremonial initiation into the carpet cult, or an actual werewolf is found playing werewolf.
I think your giggling gives you your answer away, John.
Well, I'm not answering it. Just reading.
That's fair.
And if you don't understand the reference, no playing werewolf on the floor, find a gamer.
The real reason stormtroopers can't aim: the visor is not see-through, or their mask fogs up their eyepiece.
So wrong.
The visor is not see-through, or their mask fogs up their eyepiece. The real reason stormtroopers can't aim. Sean points out that the werewolf is not all that weird.
Not really. Yeah.
That was a great answer.
I like the,
their
I like
masks.
both of
Their
those.
mask fogs up their eyepiece.
And
One.
now,
And one of them was mine.
What Boba Fett? Okay, I got the answer for this. What Boba Fett did all that time in the Sarlacc pit. One is Sudoku. The other is break dancing. Break dancing. So
sounds-
Sudoku or break dancing? What was
Oh,
Boba
uh-huh.
Fett doing in all that time in the Sarlacc pit?
Both of those.
Sudoku or break dancing?
Oh my. That's just
Yeah, I got cut off on that one.
And split the room exactly 50-50.
50-50. Woo-hoo!
I'll
without
take it.
further ado,
The newest addition to strange Batman villains: Zombie Robins or Anti-Superman?
Oh,
The newest addition to strange Batman villains: Anti-Superman or Zombie Robins?
And do you know that is not zombie Robin? It's Robins. Which is very sad how many Robins die.
Zombie. That was pretty good.
Oh, Gabe gets a quiplash, super quiplash. Zombie Robins wins.
Good job, Gabe.
let's get
There you
it
go,
going.
Gabe. Woo!
Title of the official and totally fictional Dragon Con anthem: Oh Dragon
Gets
Con,
real. Pick your
home of carpet and sticky stairs. Or Dragon Con, we add new cults daily now. We add new cults daily now. Oh Dragon
Very
Con,
possible.
home of carpet and sticky stairs. Or Dragon Con, we add new cults daily now.
That one was hard.
The
I kind of want to
unofficial.
hear both of them sung, actually.
Yeah.
I kinda wanna
Actually,
see-
Sarah Rose actually sounds like an anthem. Oh, like
Well,
Mom.
Sarah Rose went with Oh Dragon Con, home of carpet and sticky stairs.
there you
With
go,
a
Sarah.
super
Woo!
quiplash.
Sarah Rose, and
Sorry
you
about-
now.
Sorry about the other.
All right, final round,
Goodbye,
folks.
round
Oh,
two,
no.
and hello,
Oh, goodness, I'm not
scores.
fast paper.
Sarah Rose is winning now.
No super quick flashes.
Get ready for Whiplash.
Whip.
A final round stuffed to the gills with points. You'll each get a prompt that needs 3 separate responses.
Oh, jeez.
Easy stuff.
Joke
One more
one, joke
time.
two, joke three. And you only get one prompt this time, but you do have 3 answers.
Okay.
Okay. So Sean, I think I already pointed this out. Sean says the werewolf is not all that weird. Playing werewolf. That's. I wonder how many. I'm sure it's happened at Dragon Con. I'm sure people dressed as a werewolf have come and played werewolf. And then how many times are they actually the werewolf? That's the other question. Sarah says for that cherry pie earlier, I'll see if I can bribe my friends into making it. She'll be flying in. So, TSA has a thing about you carrying stuff on the plane like that. Let's see. What else do we got? Okay, I don't see anything else. This is a good time to remind everyone that you can email us at 50days@theuniquegeek.com. That's 50days at THEUNIQUEGEEK, theuniquegeek.com. And you can also leave a voicemail for us at 813-3210-TUG, 813-3210-884.
Time's almost up. Hurry.
I know.
Uh-oh. Seems like a lot of people haven't put in stuff yet. Wonder if something happened to the stream.
Okay, that's...
Yes.
We got a bunch
Looks
of them
like
in.
moderation still has some work to do, and I don't get paid. Okay, it's
we go.
thrip time.
Oh, you don't like the criticism?
I don't like the criticism.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Three things that rhyme with orange in Vogon. Pornge, v, and Vogo. Or
All right, people, it's
did you sign in
voting time.
triplicate? Did you sign in triplicate? Did you sign in triplicate? Three things that rhyme with orange in Vogon. Pornge, v, or v, I guess, or and Vogo. Or did you sign in triplicate? Did you sign in triplicate? Did you sign in triplicate?
Those Bogons are masters of paperwork. I don't know what y'all are talking about. They can find papers.
Let's see. Caro wins it with did you sign in triplicate? Did you sign in triplicate? Did you sign in triplicate? Three non-existent Dragon Con events that totally could be real events. Apple pie making, kilt blowing,
Time to pick the one you
kilt
like
blowing,
best.
and I think I'm not sure who got this one got cut off. Or audience cheers the cleaning. Three non-existent Dragon Con events that totally could be real events is apple pie making, kilt blowing, and something. Audience cheers the cleaning is the other one. I think everything was kind of slow this time. Audience cheers the cleaning wins.
Oh, it's great. It should be a competition.
It should be
Best
how loud
cheer.
can you cheer? Yes, agreed.
Three things that stick to your shoes at Dragon Con. Alcohol,
And now
greasy
it's time to
pizza,
vote for your favorite.
or greasy Papa John's cheese. The consequences of too much pie. The substance from the noisy. Let's see if anybody wrote in the chat, but they got cut off. Nope. From the noisy something hotel lobby. I don't know.
Probably hotel lobby. I would not at all.
Three things that get stuck to your shoes: alcohol and greasy pizza, or greasy Papa John's cheese. The consequence of too much pie. Oh, Marriott carpet was Gabe's third one. That was the alcohol greasy pizza. I wasn't sure which one was his.
And
Sorry about that, Gabe.
Super quick lag.
Three cosplays no one is asking for: Martha Wayne, Martha Kent cosplay.
Oh,
Pin the scar.
Here's the fun part.
Pin the scar on the Deadpool, or Beetlejuice juice, or Taco Barbie, Werewolf John, or Vampire. I think this is actually one that Vampire Mario was supposed to be that last one. Vampire Mario, Werewolf John, or Taco Barbie, or Martha Wayne, Martha Kent cosplay. Pin the scar on the Deadpool, or the Beetlejuice juice. Three cosplays no one is asking for.
yeah. Beetlejuice juice got me.
Beetlejuice juice.
And it was supposed to be Beetlejuice juice box, but
Let's see the final scores.
Here's the final scores, everyone. Sarah's winning,
Am I at the bottom?
and
Not
Chris
yay.
jumps into the front.
that's it. That's super whiplash. Way to go, Chris.
Chris pulls
I
it
was
out at the
second, John.
end.
I was
Congratulations.
very happy.
I'm happy to be in the middle.
That
Positivity.
middle is good. I'm all right.
Middle
The
guy.
number one answer apparently was both will the schedule be ready today or tomorrow, and the never come boxes.
Both of those are mine.
Yeah. Good job.
I'm not joking. Somebody
Well,
needs.
the first
you just
one.
need
The
the
second one
never
was-
come box. That's what it should be called.
All right, Caro, let everyone know again where people can find BritTrack, both at the con and on the virtual places that we call the web.
You can find the BritTrack located during the convention in the Hilton in Galleria 5, which is at the back of the hotel on the first main lobby floor. Just go down the escalators and we're kind of hanging out right down there. Also, you can find us, the BritTrack, on Twitter at BritTrack, on Instagram at DC BritTrack, as well as on Facebook. Just search for the BritTrack at DragonCon and join us for all the fun and information.
That is awesome. And thank you again, Caro, for taking time out. I know these last couple of weeks are always crunch weeks for directors, so we appreciate them taking time to come out. And please thank all of your volunteers as well. We really appreciate them. And people, especially this year, but it's true every single year, don't be a jerk to the volunteers. Actually thank them. And you know, nobody gets paid for this. It's a fan run convention for a reason.
And thank them and thank the hotel staff.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you see cleaning people, y'all just need to say thank you. Thank you so much. Please. Yes.
And Chris does say, thanks, guys. Great game. Can't wait to see you all in 11 days.
Oh, Chris,
11,
hush. Chris,
11
you're not supposed to
days
announce
from
something.
Only
this
Matt
recording.
Smith. What is it? Matt Smith number of days left.
What was that?
We do a Doctor Who countdown on all of our social media, so we've been doing it for the past several days. So we're on Matt Smith right now. Matt Smith days left.
Yeah, so there's 11 days left. All right, so
okay.
until
That
next
was
time,
making me feel better. Yeah.
for Caro, Lee, and all of our friends that are joining us live and just listen, this is John saying, until next time, peace.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
And Tuesday is a new Thursday.
Shut up, Sarah. Shut up, Sarah Rose. Tuesday's not the new Thursday. Sarah.
This was a production of The Unique Geek. Call our comment line at 8133210TUG. That's 81332108884. Email us at thegeeks@theuniquegeek.com or 50days@theuniquegeek.com. Follow The Unique Geek on Facebook and Twitter. This podcast is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike license.
Post credits. Ah! Ah!